It was a wet and wild night for the Colts. What do you think those fans are thinking? Because the rain, as you can see, was relentless throughout their game against San Francisco. A wet night there in San Fran.
Yes, I saw that guy live last night. Perfect. And after a shaky start, the Colts put together what turned into an impressive win.
Yes.
Brad Brown has a look at some of the key performances.
The immediate headline Sunday night was, of course, the weather. The Colts and 49ers played in rain that went from heavy to torrential and worse as the night went on.
It wasn't as windy as I thought it was going to be, but the rain was, there were times where, each quarterback had a fumbled snap. I was trying to keep us in gun as much as we could, because believe it or not, you're probably better off in gun in these conditions just from taking snaps under center.
After falling behind 9-0 early, the Colts defense really turned things in their favor. Takeaways in each of the second, third, and fourth quarters. All three of those would lead to Colts touchdowns, a huge swing each time the D stepped up.
When they came out to the fourth quarter and they scored in 3 plays, first thing that went to my mind said, oh, hell, here we go again. And, you got to think about that. But then we came up, stepped up, got them, stopped them on 2-point conversion, stopped them on the next 2 drives. So that was great, kind of coming to a hostile environment, game on the line, the defense getting stopped. That's definitely what we needed, especially after what we did on Monday night. We came down on Sunday night and finished the ball game.
Jonathan Taylor went over triple digits on the ground again, getting past a fumble on his very first carry for several nice runs, including a third-quarter touchdown that was worth big momentum. Taylor finished with 107 yards on 18 carries.
Is being a complete back. I mean, every running back wants to have those big explosive plays, especially a game like this. I mean, you kind of have to make sure your feet are underneath you. You're playing on turf. You may be able to make a cut slightly outside your frame, but a game like this, you got to make sure everything is underneath you. You got to stay patient.
2 of the biggest plays of the night went to Michael Pittman Jr. A 57-yard completion in the opening quarter set up the Colts' first touchdown. Moelle Cox would catch that score a few plays later. And a bold 3rd down and 10 pass in the closing minutes landed Pittman in the end zone with the touchdown that put the game away.
I think that we're on the right path, and as a team, we just keep building and building, and I think that we're getting better every week.
I've seen it enough in practice. I know what he brings to the table, and it's the reason I'm so confident in letting it fly. Shoot, a couple of those were underthrown, not great balls, but when you got a guy like that, I just got to give him a chance. Last thing I want to do is overthrow it. Give him a chance, and he came up big tonight.
Wentz finished with just 150 passing yards, but that was enough for a 30-18 victory, as Indy makes it 3 wins out of the last 4. A big game coming up next Sunday, a rematch against the Titans. The Colts will need one there to keep pace with the AFC South Division leaders. Brad Brown, WRTV Sports.